Hello everybody, and welcome back to Lost in the Missouri Ozarks. This is the cooking division of our Lost in the Missouri Ozarks channel, and our goal here is to make a meal for less than $1 per meal, or $3 a day. Now that adds up to about $90 a month, and we're trying to keep it under $100 a month. You got to have $10 leeway in there just in case. Everybody has had a grilled cheese sandwich before. Maybe not quite like this, but that's what we're going to make today. And the cost of this is going to be less than $1. A couple of slices of bread. Now, you know how to make a grilled cheese. Put a little bit of mayonnaise on the bread. Now you're saying, that boy's crazy. He's putting mayonnaise on there instead of butter. Yes, that's right. Because mayonnaise cooks up a little better, and it has eggs in it too, you know. So I'll put that in there, kind of like that. Then you got to have the cheese. Remember to take the plastic off of the cheese. So if you don't, it's going to taste awful terrible. So you got a little bit of cheese, and you put that right there on that piece of bread. Just like that. Actually, I think we could probably use another piece of cheese. Let me get me another piece of cheese here. That didn't cover quite the entire piece of the bread that I had laid out. So we're going to get ourselves another piece of bread, take the plastic off. Alright. Got a couple pieces of cheese there. Got to spread them out a little bit. Then, you've never done this before. It's not my invention. I got it from somebody else. You're going to take a piece of bologna. That's right, our infamous bologna. We use a lot of bologna in our cooking. You take that. Remember to take the plastic off the bologna. There again, it's going to taste something awful if you don't do that. So you take that off there and throw that away. One piece of bologna. That goes right on top of the cheese. It's going to be real good when we finish up here. And the next thing we're going to do, put that bread over there for a little while. Next thing we're going to do is put a piece of tomato on there. You say, that boy is crazy. You can't put all that on a grilled cheese. Well, sure you can. You can do most anything you want and still keep it under $1. Cut that end off of there because it is a little hard. I'll put that over there for the trash can. Now, take and slice you up a couple pieces of tomato. Just like that. They can be thin or thick, just however you want them. And it's going to take about 2 big old slices here. And there I got a little bit of tomato on top of that grilled cheese we're going to have here in just a few moments. Alright, throw that in the trash. Then you're going to put your tomato over here, kind of save that back, put it in a plastic bag or in a baggie or something. You take this other piece of bread that you had and you put a little mayonnaise on the back side of that. Kind of like that. Make it up real nice. And the mayonnaise is going to give it a little sweeter taste than butter would. It's also going to cook up a little faster. So you're going to have to watch it. It's going to have a little more golden tone to it too. So you put that right there on top of there and turn your stove on to about medium. And then you got to wait for it to heat up. Okay, we got that started. You're going to need a good sturdy spatula like this. It could be plastic, could be metal, either way. And you're going to let that cheese toast itself. Now I got it on a medium heat. You can make it a little higher and it'll go a little faster, but I think it burns it a little bit. So what you need to do after a few minutes is kind of slide your spatula under there, roll it around just a little bit so it gets even heat, like that. And then we're going to flip it. This is where your manual dexterity comes into play. What's manual dexterity got to do with it? Well, that's just hillbilly talk for, we're going to flip that sucker over, warm it on the other side. All right. I see a little steam coming off, so I think we can probably flip that thing over. And it's going to take a little doing because you got the bologna and the tomato on there that you normally would not have on a grilled cheese. Oh, there we go. Now you see how nice and golden that mayonnaise has made the bread. Now I'm using potato bread that's kind of golden anyway. And it sure sounds good when it's sizzling like that too. So I'm going to let that cook just a little while. And while that's cooking, let's go over your ingredients. 2 slices of bread. Put mayonnaise on the outside of each one. A couple of slices of cheese. Make sure to take the plastic off the cheese. A slice of bologna. There again, take that piece of plastic off the bologna. Then on top of that, you can put some tomato. Now some people put the tomato before the bologna because it kind of helps the tomato in there. Doesn't matter. Okay, we're going to flip that puppy over one more time because I think it's just about ready to eat. There we go. So now that's a nice, that's how a grilled cheese should look. Now I'm going to let the other side grill up like that. Now something I like to do, some people probably eat it just like that. I cut it in half. Take your knife, cut it right down the middle. It makes it a little easier. Now you got 20 cents in the bread. That bologna was about 30 cents. So that's 50 cents. 2 pieces of cheese, that's about 50 cents. So you got $1. And the tomato, well, that's such a small slice of tomato, probably only a nickel or 2 in that tomato. So you can do this for $1. That's well within our goal of $1 per meal. All right, that side looks really good. Be sure to turn your stove off. You don't want to leave it on. Liable to burn the house down if you leave it on, so don't do that. Not over $1 sandwich. It costs you a whole lot more to replace that house than it would be the sandwich, right? So we'll take it over here and flip it over on a plate. And then we'll cut that thing in half. And then we're going to eat it. Thanks for coming in and looking at the Lost in the Missouri Ozarks channel, cooking channel again. We have 3 channels. We have this channel. We also have Driving Through the Ozarks, where we take a camera and go around the backwoods. We also have started a new division, Graveyards and Cemeteries. We'll be visiting all the cemeteries in the area. So there you have it. It's going to cost you less than $1, or right at $1. It's going to be good and nutritious. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, the like button, the share button, and also you're welcome to make comments.